Hello, everybody. So we have a carnival fortune teller weekly spiral to do, and before we do that, I wanted to show you what I did with the forageables for Eternity Island and the area that I made for that. So I used the new arch, and I used these flowers, and I had used this packing, full packing. I put in all the coconut trees. It does have every forageable on ET in this area. I was able to use the bridge lamppost with the new fixing that we got, and they fit in really well. There we go. Now we can turn it up better. What else? Put in this rug, and this rug. Cookie stand. A cooking and crafting area. Fountain from Hercules. And I did do a little bit of butterflies. Some here. Thought that had 3. Hang on. This is supposed to have... Oh, well then. Thought this had 3 in it. Don't know why it doesn't have 3 in it. I just now noticed that. Give me a second. Something to fix. Alright, butterflies, you're just no fun. Really? Wow. Can I... Okay, then we'll just move you out of the way. Alright. You guys are the ones in the way. I really need a community controller too. That'll work. Okay. No, that was right. That was right. I had it. What's that? Okay, hang on. Butterflies, go back. Okay, anyway, like I was saying... now the thing's not there again. Why does it keep disappearing? Oh, the butterflies are making it disappear. Well, that's just not fun. Now I get it. Wait, but can the butterflies not? Huh. Let's see what we can do. Oh, now it made those disappear. Y'all see them? Why are they making the mushrooms disappear? I don't like that. I so do not like that. Because this is the perfect spot. technical difficulties, people. Okay. So what do we do? Do we just place them like right here, maybe? Oh my gosh. Are you serious right now? Dude, I didn't even place them around it. Like, I placed them away on the bush, for crying out loud. Yeah, that's good. Okay. What if we placed them here? Okay, that's good enough for me. Anyways, we got a little bit here. Fortunately, I can't place one right on top, but, you know. That's good. And where were we? Sorry about that. Yeah. So we got some there. We got another bird tank close here. And then you have these here. I did manage to put in a tree and... Alright, Donald? Oh no, I don't want to play film. I want to hang out with him. Jeez. Would you shut up? You're annoying. Like, everything that can go wrong will go wrong. My own reckless fault. I did put in a tree here and a rock here. And then we go with this. And I have a little setup out here. Right? And then some butterflies over here. And this right here. It does have... Go away. Okay. Now you can get mad all you want to. Alright. And I put in storage chest here for pianos. So a lot more peaceful. Okay. Yeah, I felt like... Okay. Maybe now that's a better idea. Maybe you won't hear him talk. Okay. And I used the new item that we got from the Lumiere and Coxwood quest, and then I just put 2 of the rugs down below it, and it worked out really well. And this actually has a border on it. I'll show you in the daytime. And then I used the Aladdin rug here, and I used the lion rug, or the lion statue here, and then these rugs. And I have another sitting right there, the orange butterfly. And I felt like these benches went really well with it. So overall, yeah. And then the bridge lamp post worked out really well to line up and pull everything together with these fences. These fences are really, really hard to work with because they're a predetermined length. Like, you can't shorten them. So you have to be really careful with how you do it. As you can see right here, I kind of messed up on this. Well, I didn't really mess up, it was just how it all laid out. Like, if I scooted this out another one to match this one, then I couldn't get over here. And so I had to do it. You know, I could have scooted all this down one, but I have to scoot everything else down one. And so I was like, I'm just going to do it like this, because I feel like this fits better. And it worked out really well, I think. For the build. And I was able to use the elegant gazebo too and fit that in. And I thought that was really good. I could use that, I can make that banner, and I could put that banner right here. in right here if I wanted to. But I feel like overall this is elegant, simple, nice looking. I think the most materials I used was for the pathing. So able to use, and I incorporated a lot of different items together. Oh, and I used the Hercules statue and fountain. And then I did put a radio over here, as you found. So yeah. And this is what I ended up with. And then I just used the purple bushes and a few butterflies. I tried a lot of butterflies at first, but this just came out looking so much better like this. And then, and it goes really well, you know, restaurant too. I think overall it just all put together really, really well. If we go daytime, the border really pops. And I mean, and I put in this tree right here. There's a reason why my avatar looks like this. It's for the Dreamsnap. And so, yeah. It all came out looking nice. Really, really nice. And it wasn't that hard to do. Other than the fencing. The fencing was fun. Yeah, you get the idea. Okay. Hope that inspires people and they like it and gives them ideas. And this is on EP. I mean, and I like leaving this open because it gives you a natural like bush setting. You know, and then doing this with this right here makes it feel like it. Because this is also rounded off, just all go together perfectly the way you want it to come back in here. You know. So I thought it was really cool how I meshed it all and fitted it all and squeezed it all in the right spots. You know? So yeah, it worked out really well. Alright, so for the Dreamsnap, we are going to need to go to sleep. Oh wait, there was something else I did. So I made a pumpkin island, right? But I also moved all of my pumpkins to ET. There is a machine right here, and that's a regular. This is a, I think this is a regular. Maybe this is the advanced. I'm not sure on this one. This is definitely a regular. Okay, so that's an advanced. This is a regular, and then machine. And you have one. You can do one in every single biome. This is a basic. Yeah. And then this is an advanced. And then I did one down here. And you guys still have room to go and decorate around this. Oh, in the future. I have one here. That's advanced. And you can do, so all those you can do advanced. And I have one right here. Then I have one down here. Now this could be, this is over there. I could make this an advanced if I made more of these sheets. But I just wanted to get them all laid out with what I already had first, and then I'll upgrade the regular. This is a regular as well. This one is a regular and it fits in this biome. We could do an advanced here if you scoot it over a little bit. And then I have another regular right here. And then since I already have all these laid out for my build right in this area, I just put a basic one back here. And overall, they help because you don't have to water the plants. They automatically water. So all you have to do is plant them, and then they automatically water. Like, I get with the new horse DLC that the horses can water, but it's still more efficient to just let them automatically water and then just go do something else. Because it takes longer to water with the horses than it does just the machines doing it automatically for you. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. And if you have the mist, I mean, as far as ET goes, like, and you can have them in every single biome, right? Like, I could have an advanced one right here if I wanted. As far as ET goes, for sure, I could do an advanced one here. You know. Just trying to break this down. And I could do an advanced one there. Okay. All of ET, with what I'm getting right now at having 13 gardeners, I'm making 4 million whenever I pull my pumpkin. But if I was to increase the regular ones to advanced, I'd make like more than that. Maybe around 5 million a day. Number one. Number two, well, I only have 13 gardeners. So how gardeners stacking bonus works is you need you have to get it at, I think, 5. No, it's 6. It goes at 6, and then you get it again at 16. It requires one more than the other professions as far as stacking goes. So I have 13. I have 3 more snippet catchers. I'm going to turn them into gardeners, and then I'll get 16. And then I'll be making like, so instead of whenever I pull pumpkins, instead of pulling +1, I'll be pulling +4 guaranteed chance every single time. So I'm going to be making anywhere from 7 to 8 million. Just off of ET alone, and the one, I'll show you. Just off of ET alone and my... I'm trying to break down to the point here. But right now I'm making 4 million. And a little bit. Right. I left some space for Cinderella. Just sit right here. If she has a big footprint castle, and then I could put a crafting station, a cooking station, a universal storage chest, a greenhouse, all the works right here, right? With the well. You know, maybe a little chill spot. You know, and I could still decorate in between here. But, anyway. Just off of all the machines alone, and this one machine here on this island, I'm making over, with having 13 gardeners, right? I'm making 4.1 million. And all of ET, they self-water. If I have the mist, they all self-plant. Okay? Now, I wouldn't pull them with the machines because you pull a lot more bonus pumpkins by doing it by hand. Right? So, yeah. But, and in the DLC trailer, and I asked around a little bit about this, it shows a horse stomping on some crops that are already planted and ready to harvest, and then the crops disappear. But in the trailer, they didn't say that horses can pull crops, can harvest crops. So I am not for sure if they can or not. If they just make them disappear, they just get rid of the crops, like what happens there. Why they showed that and what that means. But, and they just automatically stomp. And I don't even know for sure if horses get, like, what do you call it? Horses get, like, harvest bonuses, like we do when we just pull the crops, right? Okay, so there's that. Okay, outside of that, I would say the ET machine for harvesting crops is better. Or for planting, I'm sorry, for planting crops and watering crops, it's faster and more efficient than horses are. As far as ET goes. And not only ET, if you so desire, if you want to, you can also put in every single... Hang on. Now ET is different because it's every little bitty different area you can put a machine, right? But in the valley, you can only do, once it loads. Okay, in the valley, you can only do one ET machine here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one in each biome, basically. One here, and one with each, right? But you could do an advanced. You could do an advanced one in each biome. Like I could do an advanced one here, 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 right? If you wanted, I wouldn't do one in the plaza because it's full already. But, and that would be another. That would be another. Like, at least 3 mil. If you have over 6 gardeners, at least another 3 mil. That are level 10. And you have a gardener buddy with you, and you have 2. If you're planting vegetables, you have 2 vegetables. Planting, you're doing fruit, you got 2 fruit. You get the idea. You know, that'd be another 3 mil. And top of that, we're not done. But wait, there's more. On floating islands. Okay. I just have one on the forest island. I don't even have these 4 unlocked yet. I can go unlock 2 of them. Right? I can go unlock all 4 right now if I wanted to. I just imagine I had all these unlocked already, right? Because I've been working on my Dreamlight. You could do an advanced one here, here, here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 more, right? 1 on every island. And so I would say another 8 to another 3 mil. So that's 6 mil. Plus you have another couple, right? Because you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11. So so that's at least another 6 mil and then some. 6 mil some change, just from the Forgotten Land. I mean, I'm sorry, from the floating islands. So, I'm sorry, 3 mil. That would be another 3 mil and some change plus here. Maybe 4 mil, close to, because you'd have another 3. If you did all of them, well, no, that'd be another 3 mil. So that's 6 mil. Plus all of ET. Right? Would be around 6 to 7. I will say 6 to 7 mil with this. And that's only at plus 6 gardeners. Okay? If you have 16 gardeners. Okay, if you have 16 gardeners, okay, you're gonna add another, I would say another 6 mil. Between your base valley and all your, and you have ET deals. Between your base valley and all your floating islands, that's another 6 mil. So that's 12 mil right there. Right, once I get up to 16. But for everybody else, you're looking at, if you're over 6 gardeners, okay, all of ET and all your floating islands have 1, right? And you want to put them in a spot. Go and judge where the sun is, and you want to put them in a spot where the sun doesn't hit your face. You know, you want to put them in a corner. The advanced Eternity Island machine. You want to put them in a corner where you're not going to be doing Dreamsnap on floating island. You know, you want to put them there. Because you only need 1 patch, right? Because you can only do 1 machine per floating island. So, what are we up to? Okay. But yeah. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. At 6 gardeners, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 6 to 7. That's 11 mil. Okay, it's only 16 gardeners, and I wouldn't go over 16 gardeners. I think that's plenty. You're looking at, that's it, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 16 mil, right? 16 mil a day, just off 6 gardeners. Okay. At 16 gardeners, you're looking at, well, just off of the base valley and the floating islands, that's another 6. Then if you add in all of the ET at 16 gardeners, another 9. So another 9 to 10 mil. So like 26 mil a day. at 16 gardeners. 26 mil a day at 16 gardeners, and you don't have to water them. You do not have to go ahead and plant them. Okay, let's take that same equivalency and let me explain why that's important. If I was to go and do all that by horseback, if I was to go and water all of them by horseback, and I was to go and if they can plant, I don't know if they can plant by horseback. Okay, all of those plots of land, you're looking at 8 plus 11. That's 19 plots right there. Plus all of the ET plots. And I don't even have. Okay, that's another thing. I forgot. Okay. Out of just what I have. Okay. Actually, it's more than 26 mil, and I'll explain why here in a second. I forgot. Okay. Alright. Break this down easy. Okay, so 8. Okay, you got 8 plus you have 11. So that's 19. Right. Plots of land between the base valley and all the floating islands. You own ET alone, right? You don't even need the bell for this. Okay? And then, so that's 19 plots. Then that's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. That's 32 plots of land so far that you can go and automatically have water using the machines. Automatically plant using the machines. Okay? And compare that to doing all that by horse. Okay? While you're doing all that with the horse, you're wasting time that you could be doing something else. Does that make sense? But why is that more efficient? Well, that's because while you're time bidding for the mist, you're also time bidding for other items, and then you can turn around and use those items to craft, or you could sell those items and make even more money. Now, so it's more efficient overall. Simple as that. Because it makes your other villagers time bidders, right? Okay. Now, I didn't add in this one, and this one, and this one, which this is definitely an advanced plot. This would probably be a regular plot, and this would be a regular plot, and this could be a regular plot as well. This might be able to be an advanced plot depending on how you decorate it. If you were to take out that tree and you didn't have Oswald there, right? Depending on how you decorate this area right here, you could do an advanced plot right here. I forgot he had flowers. Anyway, so that's another, we'll say 10 mil at 6 gardeners. So instead of making 16 mil a day between this one and the other 3 here, and actually, technically speaking, since this is another area of land, you can move this, and 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 you can put another advanced spot right here. Okay, Mr. Mackin. So yeah, definitely another 2 mil at 6 gardeners. At 16 gardeners, that's another 2, 3, okay, 5. That's at least another 2. I say another 2. So, we're making, yeah, so you're looking at 30 mil a day. 30 mil a day, and that's 33, 34, 35, that's 36 plots of land. So if you want to waste 30 minutes to an hour plotting the horse, and then watering with the horse, all of those, if you want to be efficient, and you want to be as quick as possible with, making the most out of your DLC with ET and making the most money out of your DLC with ET. This is what you would do anyways, right? And I need to fix this. Yes, I know. Whenever I get more time in me, I want to fix that, I'm going to fix that, and I'll fix the other one. And it's done. If you want to be the most efficient, you know, and even if you are using horses, if you want to be the most efficient with your ET, how you use machines, right? Then you would do this anyways. You would plant. You use scavenging as a platform to grow more plants, right? You know, more crops and get more money. And so, yeah, so you would definitely do that anyway. 36. Okay. So since you're doing that anyways, you can either choose to spend time with the horse. It takes longer to plant them all and water them all. Okay. Or you can just use what's already there, ET machine, right? Save time, make more money, and be able to go and do everything. So I'm not bashing on the DLC. I think the first DLC is awesome. I think the fact that we can run around and it doesn't cost stamina is freaking awesome because we save so much on food. It's going to free up space and inventory. Like, I don't have to carry these anymore. I don't have to carry these anymore. I don't have to carry this. You know? I'm still going to carry stuff for feeding critters because I'm working on Dreamlight. I'll still carry this and this. So that's all I'm going to really need. Because the only time, okay, now whenever you're mining on horses and when you're digging on horses and whenever you're watering, if you choose to water, choose to do that. If you don't have ET or if you choose to do that, you know, just choose to waste your time. It's a slower mechanic. Or if you're low on mist, you know, it is good for that. Then it does use stamina. So, doing those, just running around, which is faster than gliding, supposedly, they say, it doesn't require stamina. It doesn't use it. So that's huge plus. And as far as mining goes, it looks like you can mine in one hit. So I'm not sure how much stamina it uses to mine on horseback, because it does use stamina. If it's better than, say, mining via, like mining yourself or not. But I think it's more efficient time-wise to mine on horseback, so that's a plus too. Digging, it's more efficient as well. So that's a plus as well. So there are definitely bonuses to the mountains that are worth having for everybody. It helps with food for newer players for sure. It helps with digging for newer players for sure, and older players. I'm saying like a new player perspective, it would help with digging, it would help with food because you're not using as much when you run, right? And it would help with mining for sure, those three things. Because it doesn't take as much time. And digging, it doesn't take as much time. If you own ET, I would say it's more efficient. You do it efficiently to use ET for your planting and watering needs. As far as harvesting goes, it did show a horse stomping down on crops and then the crops disappeared. I don't know if you get a bonus from that. If you do, you can still get your bonuses like we do when we harvest. Then that's more efficient. If we don't, then it's still best to harvest yourself. We need to do a Dreamsnap. Those are my thoughts on the DLC. As far as the horse goes, there are other aspects of it, like we're getting new forageables. Sure, that's cool. We're getting Cruella. Is there going to be any kind of new, like shops? Like, okay, because you see all the Wish Blossom Ranch stuff. Is there going to be a horse shop? Ooh, and if so, if there's going to be a horse shop that we get, can we put that horse shop in the base valley? That would be neat. And in the other valleys. No, that would be neat. I know that we can move the stables into the other valleys. So see, now we're going to have to think about, okay, setting up stables. In the other DLC areas. That would be nice. And maybe, like, we're getting kits and buildings. But if you watch the DLC, it looks like there's a couple of shops there that you can go inside. Ooh, that was another thing. So maybe on that. I did see train cars around the Cruella area in railroad tracks, and it looked like it had black areas where the train cars go in and out. So we might be able to go mine. There might be a mine there. So that's gonna be interesting to see if we do that. Yeah, there's definitely aspects of this that does. And what all that means as far as craftables. Like, I'm really curious about that. Anything else? Anything else? Kinda curious about the. I gotta order some stuff. Let's go furniture, and then we'll just go all. Cause I know what I need, but we need to go through this. We can talk while I do this. I'm kind of curious, like, okay, like Tinkerbell's Wish Blossom Flower, like, once that's fully refined, like, what that means. Like, can we get, like, other stuff out of that? Can we use other stuff out of that? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we might get a horse shop. I think we really will, because it looks like we could. You know. And then I saw Sarah mention, or was it Sarah or Mr. Star? One of the streamers mentioned that it looked like we would be able to change the Remy shop and be. Ooh, could I use this? I'm getting ideas. Yeah, but what kind of tent would I even do it? Okay, we'll have to see. But yeah, we can change the Remy shop and the Scrooge shop and other valleys, right? Excuse me. I don't know if I would. But it's odd that they're giving us everything but the wells. Like, the one thing I want is to be able to, like, okay, like, say the DLC wells. I want to be able to go and change the wells in the game to match the main porter well that we have. And use that skin for them, if that makes sense. Like, maybe. Like, how do I put this? Like, okay, it's like all the other ET wells, right? For example, all of like the base game wells. But then I have an ET well skin that looks different. Same with the Vel. Like all the other wells look the like same as the base game well. But then I have a main well from ET that looks different. And I'm like, why can't I change the other ones to look like that one? I don't get it. That makes no sense. But then they give us a Scrooge shop skin, they give us a Castle shop skin, they give us a Remy shop skin, which is great, you know. But the one thing I think a lot of people would like and want is that to match the rest of the DLC and make it look mesh well together, you know. So yeah, curious if maybe we'll get that. Maybe we will get that. Have to wait and see. I did see, and I didn't see anybody mention this. I did see that the horses will have horse emitter trails, and we can change them. So that's all. Another thing I picked up on is, okay, I'm looking. No. Another thing I picked up on is the fact that, I like this light. Is the fact, oh yeah, I'm looking for that too. See, I'm looking for two different things right now. Two different styles. So I gotta go through it. We can really go on. The Hercules cast. Okay, so we got Hades from the Bell. We're getting Pegasus from, I kind of like these. Can I get a couple more of these? Well, that's a lot. Anyway. We're getting Pegasus from, what is it? The new DLC. Right? Okay. So we're getting Pegasus from the new DLC. Oh, I like this table. Okay, we're getting Pegasus from the new DLC. I can use that in the Dreamsnap maybe. We got Hades from the Veil. Right. And then we're getting Hercules in the base game next year. Via a realm, more than likely. Right? Is what everybody's been saying. That's what I've been seeing. So, if we're getting Hercules from a realm next year, and we've already gotten Pegasus from one DLC, and Hades from another DLC, and they like to revisit realms, then, and we haven't gotten Meg yet, because more than likely it looks like we're getting Hercules and Phil, right? When the Hercules realm comes. My thoughts are that Meg will be via a DLC, because everybody wants Meg, and she's like a princess. She basically is a princess. Okay. So that means we'll have Hades 1 DLC, Pegasus 1 DLC, Hercules and Phil base game, Meg, another DLC, which would sell, and then we get Pain and Panic when we return to the realm for a fall update. And all of that adds up. They're spreading out the Hercules cast like they spread out the does look like the cast. And nobody's really touched on that. Nobody's really acknowledged it. Nobody's, I guess, picked up on it or discussed it. And I'm like, hello? Do we not see this? No, I do. Which I'm okay with that. I mean, we get to revisit realms. We get Pain and Panic. Bring it on. That's if it goes over well. That's if, like, Phil and everybody in the community likes it. And then Meg goes over well on the DLC. And they're, you know, then yeah. Then more. I mean, well, even if it doesn't, I'm pretty sure we would return to realm and get them. Because if we can get Lemire and Cogsworth, we're getting Pain and Panic. That's a given. Just acknowledge it now. That's a given. If you can't see that, then yeah. Like, I see that. You know. So yeah. Picked up on that too. Other than that, I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of a waste to not get a horse shop. Because you got all these new buildings, and some of them look like you can go inside of them. And then just not be able to do anything. I do think, and I was going to say this, I do think that we're going to get a pre-built farm area to grow certain crops like we do with Wally for the DLC. Like, horses can go and plant anywhere, yeah, I'm not talking about that. But I'm saying DLC crops. I think there's going to be tasks to grow crops in the DLC. But specifically in the DLC and not in any valley. It'll slow us down. Because we're only getting it in one part, they got to come up with new ways to slow us down, and that would kind of make sense. I can see him doing that. So something is telling me that could happen. So, plus it looked like the garden that they showed has pre-built pathing around the garden, and if you look at Wally's garden and you look at that garden, they look exactly the same as far as the pathing goes around the garden themselves. So what does that tell you? That there's a huge possibility that it's a pre-built garden and we have to plant stuff in it to help slow us down because it's a one-part DLC? Just a thought. I mean, that would make sense to me. You know? Think about it. If you have tasks to grow in a pre-built garden in the valley, you know, DLC's valley only, right? And that pre-built garden's only so big, which limits you on how many you can grow, and it takes time to grow the crops for those tasks.
then doesn't that slow you down? Yeah. Okay then. Something else that I realized. You know, and I just pick up on stuff like that. Like, what about this? What about this? So yeah, I think that's fine though. At least it gives it use. So I know we're probably gonna get that. I mean, unless I'm wrong and we're getting pathing for gardens, but I don't think that's what it is. I honestly don't. People just tend to get their hopes up and think it's the best, and I'm like, you gotta look at it the other way around. To look at it from a what it could mean perspective, you know? So anyway, overall, I think it looks really cool. Horses are huge game changing for newer and older players. Getting a new special garden, that's cool. We made our trustful horses, that's cool. The characters themselves, I'm really curious about Corel and if she brings anything special. Like crafting, shop-wise, clothing style-wise. All of her, all of her forageables around her look like they would relate to specifically not cooking or food, but like crafting clothes and stuff. Which is something I've been asking for, is the ability to craft clothes. So that'd be really cool if we got that. But another thing I really want is ability to some reason to like some way to, you know, use all of our hoarded resources. I can't talk. All of our hoarded resources that we're hoarding for what you call it? For like to make deliveries, or you know, for like orders, and then we get rewarded for it. Like say we have truck orders or cargo boat orders, or we have cargo plane orders, and we have to go and deliver so many different forageable and plantable items that we planted and grew or we foraged. And then we get rewarded in Scrooge coins, and every so often you get a special reward, you know, which would be cool. What else? Or like, let's say we craft so many things we gotta deliver them. That would be neat too. So. See what else we can find. There's a lot here. Oh, why don't I have two of those? Oh. Might need two of those. I should have another one of these too. Okay. Maribel, what are you doing? Silly. We see you. You don't gotta wave at us. Trust me, we can see you. Okay. Oh, do they have like... Okay. We got this color. I might be able to... Should get two more of these. Maybe... I like that color. Making this table. Okay. Those are kind of small. Yeah. There's actually a lot of... I got that and that, but did I get... I don't know if I can get another one of those. Can we get another... what do you call it? Another... puppet show or not? I don't know. I think we might have to craft it. I'm not sure on that one. I'll have to look into the puppet show. Because I don't know. And I can check and see if I already have one. Because I got one placed, and see if I have another one already, then that would tell me. Actually, that kind of fits. How many more items do I need to go through? Oh, a lot of items. That's for sure. I kind of like this table. Actually, I really like that table. But that does fit the carnival theme to an extent. I like the chair idea too. Let's see. Yeah, kind of that. Oh, I wonder. No. Actually, radio fire? I'm debating. We'll play one of these. Actually, okay. And four of these. Another one of these. Those are cheap. That's really cheap. Okay. I hear Maribel walking around. Do I? Okay. Actually, I kind of like these. Still going through items. It's crazy. There's a lot of items. Oh, I like those. Can use those. Why can't I order these? Look at that. I can't do anything. I'm frozen or something. I thought you crafted these. Hey. You crafted these. Why are these here? This is making me bug out. Y'all seeing this? Alright, I'm gonna have to reload.